This is what we learn at school, isn't it? In 1788, the first Europeans ever to settle in Australia arrived in Botany Bay. It was a hugely ambitious project. Around about 1,500 people, men, women and children, mostly convicts, transported to an unknown land 17,000 kilometres away. And that was the start of the biggest migration of humans by sea in history. It was a grim time in England. Petty crime was spiralling out of control. The jails were so overcrowded that the hulks of old ships were being used to house prisoners.
It's one of those age-old crafts that's been around since man first harnessed the horse. Today, the setting might be more high-tech, and some horses can be worth a small fortune, but the farrier's tools and techniques haven't really changed all that much. But I'll tell you what, these days, farriers themselves are anything but old-fashioned.
For men at this time, the death penalty meant being hanged. But women who committed serious crimes could still be burned at the stake. That they were prepared to risk that terrible fate shows the desperate fear they had of being exiled to the other side of the world. Serve a more practical use too. Every year, directly above this rock engraving, the Emu in the Sky constellation comes into view just when it's time to gather emu eggs.
You just thrash yourself up this hill and tears your chest to pieces, but, you know, makes you tougher.
Kurt Fernley is at home, hitting the roads of Newcastle, pushing hard with a purpose.
Mum and Dad got told that my employment opportunities were fairly limited. I think the example they used was Kurt might be able to sit in a lift and, you know, push buttons for patrons as they come in and out. And then they've always asked me what I wanted to do when I was a fireman or an astronaut, you know, or captain of the Kangaroos in footy. But for me, especially once I got involved with wheelchair sport, it always was about making it.
Called Pemulwuy. He was a great hunter, respected by everyone who knew him. But there were those like McIntyre who were wary of the powerfully built Aboriginal, and perhaps with good reason. In time, Pemulwuy would become Australia's first guerrilla leader. Bennelong and his family moved to Sydney and occupied a small stone hut on the point where the Opera House now stands.